Hello, everybody. Welcome to the June 2022 update. And I'm here with Brian. Hello, Brian.
Hey, dude, I love the background music. Is this from Vanishing Prairie?
This is from Beaver Valley.
Beaver Valley. Okay.
Yes.
It's kind of on the right true life adventure track.
All of today's background music was selected by Brian. He asked that we have true life adventure music. So all of the music you'll hear is from various true life adventure films, including this medley of instrumentals from Beaver Valley. We'll also have Bear Country, the Olympic Elk, the Vanishing Prairie, and the Living Desert. So listen up for that. So
all done by Paul Smith, and it all sounds so similar. But all good.
Well, before we get to the update, just want to do my normal thing and wish everybody a happy whatever's coming up this month. So happy happy Father's Day to all you fathers and
He's a real
grandfathers. Boy. And then one other exciting thing's going to happen in June. Do you know what that is, Brian?
I'm going to get my Texas driver's license?
No, summer. Summer is here.
Yeah. Well, that already started here.
The longest day of the year. I think what is it, June 20th or 21st or something like that?
Yeah, the summer solstice.
Yeah. Every day is the same length, but what they mean is the most daylight hours of the year. Yeah. So before we go, we're gonna just mention real briefly Neortap. Oh, I'm reading that backwards. Patreon. And Patreon,
otherwise known as money.
Yes, this is a way you can help support our magic. Because magic is not free, believe it or not. It costs both of us money to bring you magic. And by supporting what we do, you can help subsidize the magic. And the magic is the Disneyland Audio Tour and our podcasts that we bring everybody for free. But if you help support us, we in turn will provide you with special rewards. So be sure to go to patreon.com/DisneyChris to support us. And one other thing you can do to help support us is visit our online store. Hold on a second. I got all these out of order here. Let me fix this. While we're on the
while you're fixing that, I'll talk about our Patreon levels.
Okay.
We have multiple levels. 5, yes. 10, 25, $1. Anything helps. Just go to patreon.com/DisneyChris and you can look at those levels, and each level has corresponding rewards, and choose the level that works best for your budget. And Chris will send you the rewards the last day of every month.
Even a $1 donation will grant you.
Yeah, I think with the $1 level, you get the Song of the Day file sent directly to your inbox.
What's 1 divided by 30? Mathematician man.
Oh, well, I don't know. 3 cents? No, that would be 3.3 cents, maybe.
So for
less money than it costs to buy a gumball at the Thrifty's drugstore.
So you get, for your $1 donation, you get 30 songs or more, depending on how many days in the month, or less on February. And every 4 years, you'll get an extra one for February, just because I'm nice.
Yeah.
And
3 1/3 cent.
3 1/3 cent per song. Look at it that way. That's a bargain.
Oh yeah. Right.
Is that, you didn't know why I was asking that question? That was why.
Well, the song of the day, 30 days
Yeah.
on average, right? So
Right.
yeah. No, I was following, I was tracking.
So this is our online store. And we have all sorts of nifty knickknacks and clothing items, including t-shirts and hoodies and beach towels. We've got mugs, we've got stickers, notebooks, tote bags, all sorts of stuff, not just what you see here. And there's two designs, as you can see. One of them is the compass design to represent the Disney Chris website and the Magical Audio Tour, and the other logo is from our podcast, Dateline Jiminy Crickets. So both designs are available on all of these items, and the t-shirts are available in all sorts of colors, not just white, and women's sizes, children's sizes. I think there's even onesies, if I'm not mistaken. You want to get your newborn baby a Jiminy Crickets onesie. If you do that, I want a picture. That's all I ask.
There you go.
I need to see that.
And I want to meet you guys.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Super fans. And our store is at this web address, jcpodcast.threadless.com. Oh my god, it sounds like the Wizard of Oz, the O-E-O. Whoa. We're at the witch's castle. So you go to this address and you choose which design you're interested in, and then it'll give you a list of all the different things. If there's something that you wanted that to have our logo on, but it's not in the list, let me know, because there's options that have not yet been chosen. So there might be something that I'm able to add. Like somebody wanted a beach towel, and I didn't have those available, so they let me know, and then I added beach towels to the what's available. So just let me know, and I can update it. So now we're gonna go on to the Disneyland Audio Tour. And I have quite a few things to talk about, but not as much as normally, because as I told you the last time, we're down to the wire. We're almost done updating everything. And so I only have a few things left. So these are some of the harder things. So they take longer to edit. So it goes a lot slower. So I didn't get as many tracks done this month as I have in previous months. And it's probably going to be the same for the remaining tracks that I have left to do. So Brian has a list. He's going to help me because I'm going to be looking at the website. And this time I'll remember.
Where's my list?
Uh-oh.
I don't have a list. Oh, here it is.
Oh, goodness. My heart stops.
It's short compared to usual.
So I only have a few new things. But then what I'm going to do, because otherwise this would be a 10-minute episode, I'm going to talk about the remaining things. And there's not that many of them either. So this will probably go by faster than normally. So I made sure that you can see the web page this time. This time.
Well, and stay all the way to the end, because Chris and I will have a special surprise to talk about.
Oh, we will?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we do after the Disneyland Magical Audio Tour is done?
Oh, well, I thought we'll talk about it. Okay, anyway. The next thing is, this was the last track I needed to do for Chapter 2. And this is a Disneyland guided tour. And this is something that my friend and our friend and podcast co-hostess Ruthie recorded for me. She is doing the voice of a tour guide. I had an actual script that tour guides used from 1962. And she read the script and performed as the tour guide. I raised her voice a couple octaves Because she's on other...
Yeah.
Well, she's on
Yeah,
other
she
things.
sounds like, hi, I'm tour guide Ruthie.
Well, I wanted her to sound different than on other things, because otherwise it's like the same employee and everything on the site. So I wanted her to sound like a different person. So I raised it a little bit. It doesn't sound like a mouse or anything. It just sounds like she has a little bit of a higher pitched voice. And I have like background music and background sound effects, and it just sounds like you're walking through the park in 1962 with Ruthie as your tour guide. So that's fun.
It's awesome. I've listened to it twice already. It's really well done.
So the next one is on what chapter, Brian?
We're going to head over to Chapter 8, Frontierland.
Oh, okay. We've got multiple chapters to look at on this episode because, like I said, we're down to the wire. So it's like a little bit here and a little bit there. So Frontierland is loading. And
I think we should, before we do anything else in Frontierland, let's head on over to the Golden Horseshoe. Let's go kick up our spurs.
Okay.
Go get some ice cream. Man, I love eating ice cream in there.
What track is it?
79.
Okay. Because I have tons of Golden Horseshoe stuff. So just so you
could
know...
literally spend 10 hours listening to Golden Horseshoe stuff on this page.
Just so you know, I think, 2 of the tracks are new, and 4 of them I redid. But this is the end of Frontierland. Everything is now updated and added, so Frontierland is now complete for now, until something else comes along. That little bell reminded me, for now. No, that was my phone. Anyway, the Golden Horseshoe stage, the Rhythm Brothers. This was already on the site, but I redid it with new music. This is authentic music by the Rhythm Brothers from various CDs that they have released. This is a group that used to perform at the Golden Horseshoe on days when the regular show was on break. And the next one is Billy Hill and the Hillbillies. You all know about them. And they performed
my gosh,
at the Golden
I missed
Horseshoe.
them so much.
So I had this also already on the site, but I redid it, and I tried to make the music more authentic to what they actually played when they performed at the Golden Horseshoe. So it sounds more like an actual set on the Golden Horseshoe. And I have a little introduction with Billy Hill saying, "We're the Hillbillies," or whatever. What's next, Brian?
Yeah. We're 114. The Big Thunderboys.
By the way, the music you're listening to, if you want to listen to it on your own, it's all right here. Tracks number 100 through 104. So if you want to go back and listen to this True Life Adventure music, it's right
some
here.
of that's the stuff I ripped off. Ripped off? You mean you sent me that's
from
some of that I provided for you.
The albums that you legally
on...
own, and it's your personal property, and you didn't rip anything? Yes.
Right. That's what I meant to say.
Yes. No, those are Brian's albums, and yes, he did send me the audio for these. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can't get those anywhere else.
Yeah, they're out
unless you find the album somewhere in the thrift store or on this website.
So this is a new track. No, this is also a redo. The Big Thunderboys Bluegrass Band. I have a cassette that they put out in the 80s of them performing. You could buy it in the park. It's very rare. You could only buy it in Disneyland. It was only available for a short time and been out of print for decades. But I did obtain a copy of the audio from the cassette. I cleaned it up. So this is authentic music by the Big Thunderboys.
Can I ask you a technical question? Oh, go ahead and finish this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I had other audio on here that wasn't authentic, but this now is authentic. And if I ever do have something that I'm using as a placeholder because I don't have the authentic audio, I will always be on the lookout for the authentic and replace it when I can. Go ahead, Brian.
Right. Well, I was just wondering how you did a cassette transfer to your
Well,
computer.
I didn't do it. Somebody sent me the audio.
Oh, okay.
But I have done it before, and I just hook up my cassette player to my CD recorder. I record it on CD, so it goes from cassette to CD because I have a recordable CD, and then I put the CD in my CD drive.
Then you rip it from there. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. It's a multi-step process.
Yeah, but there are other ways. That's just the way I'm able to do it. But in this case, I didn't have to do that. So the next one is Big Thunder Ranch. Did I skip any? 136?
Nope, I'm hungry. Let's go to the barbecue. Yep.
So this is the area music from the Big Thunder Ranch. This is new. This is an authentic loop of music that played at the Big Thunder Ranch during the day while you were eating. Between shows, because they had live stage shows on the little stage.
Sarsaparilla Sam.
What's
142
next?
is next.
Okay, Billy Hill and the Hillbillies again. So this is a redo again, and I just extended this, added more music, and this is more of like the music they played when they moved over to the Big Thunder Ranch area and left the Golden Horseshoe. And then
Did they play on the stage that was in the dining area, or is this the big?
No. This is the festival arena. This whole section,
the festival
is
area.
the festival where they originally did the Hunchback of Notre Dame show.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that became.
Okay.
These are all the performers who performed there. So what's the next chapter, Brian?
The next one is 56, Rancho del Zocalo.
Oh, right. Because I added that.
Backtrack a little bit. Sorry.
Right. No. That's that you're doing it in the order that the list is. So yeah, this I just added 2 days ago. This is the most recent, and this is the final thing for this chapter. So I had about 10 minutes of this loop, just a really abridged version, but now this is the entire loop, which is over an hour long, and it's just Spanish guitar music, and it was just a pain to edit because it's slow music, and it's a lot of noisy, twangy, clicky guitars that, a lot of screechy sounds that I had to take out. So
Stuff
it took days. Yeah. So that's done. So now this chapter's done. So what's the next chapter? I think there's only one more.
Yeah. The next one is chapter 12, and it's a track you have both on 12 and 14. So that's Princess Fantasy Fair, track 103.
This is also a redo. And it was on both this chapter, which is the new Fantasyland, plus Disneyland Showtime, which are all the live shows. Because it was part of where there was a live show. So, the Princess Fantasy Fair was originally located next to It's a Small World, remember? So
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so this is before they built the one at the Carnation Gardens. So this is the background music that played at the version when it was next to It's a Small World. So
that space has been so many things over the years.
Oh, I know.
Videopolis. Remember that?
So between performances, this would be it's like Renaissance music. So it's the exact same thing that was there before, but I just cleaned up the audio quite a bit. Again, a lot of guitars and things, Renaissance music, lutes and things. Lutes and flutes! So I had to
Lutes and flutes!
Yeah, and you'll also find this on chapter 14, track 139, is it? But it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, 139 on chapter 14.
It fits in with two different chapters. So now we're going to talk about what I have left to add, and there's only 4 chapters that have work remaining on them. And I think the first one's chapter 9, correct? Is that what your list says?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Chapter 9. You got 3 left to do.
Yes, these are all redo. So technically this page is done because all 3 of the redos are not changing. It's just cleaning. It's just cleaning up. It's going to be the exact same music and everything. It's just I'm making corrections and perfecting them. So there's 3 of them.
Chris, a perfectionist? No.
What's the first one, Brian?
66, Fort Wilderness. Oh, probably more banjos clicking for you to clean up.
This is not just banjo, but harmonica. Which is probably worse than banjo when it comes to noisiness. Is that like all the
breathing in and breathing out?
The breathing in and the spit coming out, and this is almost 30 minutes, and each track is going to take me, like each song, it averaged 3 minutes per song. Each song is probably going to take me, 3 minutes, probably an hour a minute. So this is going to take me about 30 hours of work.
Ugh.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
He does this all for you guys, folks.
And I know that because there's one song on here that I used for my, you know that track on the first chapter that takes you through a tour of the whole park? And it's like 5 hours long? I have one song from this loop on that track, and that took me hours to clean. So it's just one song, 3 minutes, which I've already added to this, so this is 25 minutes that I'm going to have to edit, not 28. Saving grace. So then 2 more. What's the next one, Brian?
Next one is 81. Ooh, I love this Fowlers Harbor.
Yeah, this is
background music.
Again, this is all already there, but this is a lot of screechy violin. This is all like sea chanty type music. You know, like A Life on the Ocean Waves, A Home on the Rolling Deep, that kind of music.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's like the B-side of the Pirates of the Caribbean album. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's all instrumental music.
Oh, okay. No thorough Ravenscroft.
No, he is on this chapter. Right here. Sailor songs.
Oh, yeah. Sailor songs.
That's exactly what you were just talking about. But this is the background music you hear in Fowlers Harbor, which is all sea chanty type music. Very noisy. Gonna take a while to clean. It's already there, but it's gonna be improved. And then one more. What is it, Brian?
Monsieur Jean Lafitte's Tavern, 93.
This is music that you would hear when you looked in the windows of this little tavern. It sounded like there were people inside the bar drinking and celebrating. Again, sea chanty type music with lots of sound effects. It's already there, but it needs to be cleaned. It needs to be made better. I mean,
clam chowder while you listen to that. It'll heighten your experience.
I think I put this up there in 2012, so it's like 10 years ago. My skills have improved as far as cleaning in the past 10 years, so we're going to fix this. And that's it for this chapter, I believe.
Yep.
And then we just have one track from chapter 18, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
So this is the present, like 1998 up to present day Tomorrowland. And I just have one track left to do. The rest of the chapter's done. This is not a redo. This is an actual coming soon. And this is a little press release piece of audio. And the reason I haven't added it yet is because I have a friend who's doing some work on it for me. And there was some issues with the audio quality, and he's going to try to see if he can figure out a way to correct it. So that's why this is more on hold Because once he finishes it, I'll probably be able to just post it right to the site. I won't need to edit it. He's kind of doing it for me, so we'll wait and see. He's going to get that to me pretty soon, so meanwhile, everything else on this chapter is done. And then I think I have 10 more tracks on 2 chapters. 5 on chapter 19 and 5 on chapter 27, right? And chapter 19 is Star Wars, which includes Galaxy's Edge, plus all the other Star Wars things leading up to Galaxy's Edge, which also includes a bunch of the old Disney albums that they produced before they even owned Star Wars. Disney sort of had the licensing rights and produced all the albums for the Star Wars franchise.
What a smart business move.
So these are long playing albums that tell the stories, and they include audio from the films. Because it includes ambient audio from the films, they're very noisy and hard to clean. So that's why this one is an original story that wasn't taken from a film. So this one wasn't that hard to clean. But these 3, obviously, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, these are going to be a little more difficult to clean. I already started working on the Star Wars one, and it's taking forever. So that's why these have been put on hold, and they're going to take a little while. Same thing goes for these 2 down here. These come from a film also. There was a film with this strange little girl that lived with the Ewoks. It was like a made-for-TV thing, or I don't know. But they made records about it, and so it has audio from those films. So they're noisy.
Those are all TV specials. I think they're on Disney Plus.
Yeah. I'm glad headbands are no longer in fashion. Looks so weird. Okay, so that's this chapter. And then we just have one more chapter to look at. We'll be done. I told you this one wouldn't take long, Brian. Disneyland.
Yeah, what was I worried about? Well, Chris and I had a tough time getting on the same page to record this episode today. But
Disneyland in TV Land. So these are all the things that have to do with TV episodes that are affiliated with the park Disneyland. So I only have 5 things left. And the first one's
81. Yeah, there you go.
One Man's Dream. This is a TV special from 1981 that was kind of promoting Epcot, but it talked a lot about Disney parks and things. It's the story of Walt Disney's life, as told by people such as Carl Reiner, Michael Landon, Ben Vereen, I'm just looking at these pictures, Dick Van Dyke, and Marie Osmond, among others. So it's a really cute special. But it's tough. It's a tough one to clean because I don't have the greatest copy of it. It's got a lot of noise. And it's just, what little parts of it I have edited have been extremely difficult. So I know this one's going to be a toughie. That's why I've put it off till now. And then we have some of these Disney Family Album specials. And some of them I've already completed because they're on other chapters. Like, for example, this Golden Horseshoe is also on the Frontierland chapter. So I got that done because I was working on Frontierland. And the Ward Kimball was on the Town Square chapter because it has a lot to do with the railroads. So I got that one done. But then I have 3 more to do. One of them is Disneyland Designers, Mark Davis, and the Wed Imagineers. These are tough to edit too. Don't have the best copies. Lots of background noise. They take a long time to edit, so sort of been putting them off till the end. Then I have just one more. Disney's Magic in the Magic Kingdom. This was a special that was filmed at Disneyland, hosted by George Burns, believe it or not. And they just do all sorts of magic tricks, and they even make Sleeping Beauty's castle disappear. But this is not the best audio quality again, so it's going to be very difficult to do the cleanup. So again, putting it off to the end. So that's it. That's everything.
And then you'll be done.
And then we'll be done.
Oh. That's kind of bittersweet, huh? Well, there's still lots of hours of work. Just, as you had mentioned, it's going to take quite some time. So
yeah,
we'll bring you the updates from month to month.
We'll bring you the updates, but they're going to be probably a little sparse from this point forward, because it's maybe, I'll get 4 done this month. So we'll still do an update, but we might have to do something else during the update.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
well, that's kind of like Chris and I have been talking about the next project, and
so before you announce this, have you thought about it? Is this something you definitely want to do?
Yeah, I think so. We just need to discuss the particulars. It's gonna a little bit of money involved, but I think it's something that Chris and I are both pretty passionate about, and would like to offer this as a resource for your enjoyment.
Okay, so can I show the picture?
Yeah, show the picture.
Okay, so
keeping in line with Disneyland, we're gonna set up a site that's gonna have some restored Disneyland record albums on there.
This is from Brian's personal collection. He's been collecting these albums, and we wanted to have a place where we could showcase the audio from these albums. So I mentioned to Brian that if he's interested, I could help him create his own website separate from mine, where he could post the audio from his albums, and I could help him do some cleanup on the albums before they get posted, and do artwork and things, and do, put the pictures, the album covers. If they're story albums with pictures, we could scan the pictures and show the pictures, put any liner notes, different things like that.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
So
I've been sending Chris quite a bit of audio just for the Disneyland Magical Audio Tour, so it kind of felt like a natural extension of the Disneyland Magical Audio Tour anyways, but I like the idea of the extra material we can provide, which, like Chris said, the liner notes, scans. A lot of these albums are gatefolds, and we can include those pictures, and just some little extra niceties that that aren't really available out there anywhere.
Right. So we haven't come up with a name for the website yet. I suggested Disney Brian, but he didn't like Disney Brian.
Well, we'll entertain all of your ideas, so go ahead and throw those in the comments, what you think the site should be. Yeah.
DisneyBrian.com.
No. No.
Okay.
We'll think of something creative.
All right.
Yeah, but we'll have more on this for you guys next month.
Yes. So in the meantime, we would like to again extend a Laurel and Hardy handshake. Get it? Laurel and Hardy?
Yeah.
That's from Blazing Saddles.
Yep. I was totally tracking you.
For your continued support of Disney Chris, Disney Brian, and Dateline Jimmy Crickets. And the Jimmy Crickets podcast.
Why not Disney Brain?
From Disney Chris and Disney Brian, we'd like to again thank you. And we'll see you again with more updates on July 1st. Thank you,
Yeah,
Brian.
thanks everybody.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
Chris. Bye bye, everybody.